Now, live from the Blind Ninja Studios in Western Wisconsin, a show with no purpose, hosted by experts at drinking, and they're almost definitely wearing pants. It's time for the Department of Offense. Welcome to episode 232 of the Department of Offense. I'm your host, Casey. Joining me as always is Carlos.
Yeah, I'm here.
And Matt.
Hello, hello.
Yeah, we got a show planned for you guys tonight. If you guys are watching live, we do have Carlos Cam.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So make sure you check that out. That's always fun. If you're not watching live, well, why not? Also, you can check the VODs on twitch.tv/BlindNinjaStudios or on YouTube at youtube.com/BlindNinjaStudios. Before we get too deep here, I want to give a shout out to our patrons. If you're not a patron, you need to look deep down inside yourself and ask yourself, why? Why am I not supporting these people? And you will probably come up with a really good answer. But we would like to thank the people that are awesome enough, or at least deranged enough to support us.
There you go.
And if you'd like to become one of those people, head on over to patreon.com/BlindNinjaStudios and become a patron today. All right, Matt.
Hi.
What have you been up to in the past week?
In the past week, St. Patrick's Day happened.
Oh, St. Patty's Day!
Yeah. I think that's about the only thing.
Where everyone's got a bit of the Irish in them.
Now I'm throwing a thick Wisconsin accent out for some reason. Why? No, I was busy as hell at the bar. Ran my butt off for 6 hours, and then I was gonna come to board game night, and I got drunk.
Yeah, well, you know, it's St. Patrick's Day. No one can blame you.
It's true.
Like, it was kind of a Hail Mary of a board game night anyway.
It was very last minute on St. Patrick's Day.
Yep.
But yeah, you can drink on the streets till 8 o'clock. So I tried to do as much of that as I could. Well, because I was inside the whole day. So I just popped a stool out, sat in the sun, had a few beers. It's pretty cool. People watching. Crazy people yesterday. Yep. Otherwise, yeah, I think that's about. Oh, I watched the Power Rangers today.
Oh, yeah?
Wait,
anybody
the
else
Mighty
watch it?
Morphin Power Rangers?
The newer movie that came out.
Oh, no.
Last year.
Actually, yeah, my first thought was I was thinking about the Mighty Morphin
No, I did
Power
not
Rangers
watch
movie.
the 94 one, I think it was, or 95. I did look up the soundtrack, though, because I was trying to find a song they used in the new one, and then I was reading what the old soundtrack was. I'm like, there's a lot of really good songs on this thing.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, it wasn't a terrible movie.
Well, you know, that's always a glowing recommendation.
It was
Well, that's because I went into it thinking it was just going to be the complete terrible lows.
Well, I mean, it was just like they gave a bunch of teenagers like super strength, right? And that was it.
Yeah, and they had to bring the morph out from inside them. They had to become a team so they could put their armor on. So.
Wait,
I
what do you
love it
mean
when they
take
bring out the morph in me.
Bring the morph out from the inside?
Yeah, so
Carlos,
like,
you can't bring the morph out from the
they
outside.
found those little chips
Yeah.
or whatever.
Oh, I remember those.
Yeah, so then they had to reach deep inside themselves and work as a team to let out their armor or something.
Deep
In
inside,
the,
get that
outfits or
morph.
whatever.
In the 90s, around the time that the Mighty Morphin Power movie came out, like they had this little like belt thing that would like go on your belt that had like all the coins. With, like,
Ooh.
and you can like open it up and switch which coin was showing for each of the different Power Rangers.
Yeah.
And I fucking lost it. But it was the coolest thing as a kid.
Yeah, the coin went inside the little
Yeah.
front belt buckle.
And it was like a bunch of
Yeah,
different
yeah.
plastic coins, and you'd
Pretty sure I had that too.
and
then
that was amazing.
I also had the gloves. I had a pair of the Red Ranger gloves, and it had little sound chips in the
yeah.
thumb there. So when you click it, it's like. And then I also had because the White Ranger came out in that one too.
Man, you guys got all the cool toys.
No, it was a Happy Meal toy. Mine was.
Is that what that one was?
Yeah.
Okay,
it
then
was
yeah, I
Happy
definitely
Meal.
had
My
that.
mom wouldn't let me watch Power Rangers or have any Power Rangers
Oh yeah,
toys.
I wasn't allowed to watch Power Rangers either.
I still have a few of the action figures too from the movie or from the
But
TV
that's
show
all right.
or
I got all my
whatever,
bounds from television on the news.
Elizabeth Banks did a really good job as Rita Repulsive. She's that one with the horns from the original series. I don't know. I know you didn't watch it, but
Yeah,
it's a very vivid picture that
Kinda.
every child kind of.
I know they come in together, like they take their lions and merge them into one giant robot.
Yeah, and how that happened in the movie was kind of silly, but you know.
And it wasn't silly in the TV show?
Oh, it was very cheesy and silly in the TV show. It was really funny though because like Rita Repulsive, she like walks out into the mine field or not a minefield, but a mining operation area.
Okay.
And it's kind of exactly like watching the old TV show, just only really epic.
Does
Because
she
what
have-
happens is they go out into like a desert open area, and then all of a sudden, here's the bad guys, and like the bad guys start coming up and stuff. So they did little
They're
nods to
like
the
clay
original stuff.
people, right, or something?
Putty people.
Were they...
Yeah, she's the putty
Okay.
people person.
All
Yeah.
right. Well, Carlos Clay, Putty. What's the difference?
Except they're actually like stone creatures in this. I don't know. And then she makes Goldar. Goldar, yeah. And Goldar is a massive thing. And once he had the wings out, I'm like, oh, I recognize that character. But you look up the old one. That was actually really creepy in the original.
It was actually
He
pretty
had like
cool
a blue
outfit.
face with beady red eyes and a big gold wings. And,
And
he was
it's
terrifying.
an armor.
yeah, he's trying to find the crystals. So yeah, they actually kept it pretty true. It wasn't bad. Bryan Cranston played Zoldan or Zoldar. Bill Hader played that.
one who knocks.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. And then the really pretty boy from season 2 of Stranger Things, the one with the mullet going on.
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah.
He plays the main Red Ranger guy.
Really?
Yep. So that's my glowing review of Power Rangers.
That is, I mean, that was a much better review than I thought was going to
yeah,
happen.
I was pleasantly surprised. It was a good hangover watching on the couch movie.
All right.
That's cool. Let's see. What did I do in the last week? Oh,
we need to
recorded
know.
Soundwave. That was
Okay.
fun.
You got some sound
What was the
going.
topic for that one? That was
Dungeons and Dragons.
yeah. That was pretty cool. We had some pretty cool dungeon themed.
Yeah, we took it very differently.
Yeah.
I took it very straightforward. He went kind of deeper and he dived. But
Well, I went more into like my knowledge of video games and like what kind of fit from that and things like that. It was like what like mixes well with that.
I was thinking of like super beasts and magical things. And yeah.
Super Beast magical things?
Like you had to beat the super beast, the
Oh,
Rob
okay.
Zombie song.
I was gonna put Trogdor on my list,
Trogdor
but then I
was a
listened.
man.
But then I listened to this song,
maybe he
and
was
it's
a dragon
really
man.
bad.
It's amazing. You back off Trogdor.
The audio quality is terrible because it's an old like web video.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, there's like you should have just recorded your own.
Yeah, you
It
could
would have been better.
probably in the amount of time that afternoon.
Let's see. It was well, like it was halfway through my semester this previous week, so it was like all I
So
have a
you're
bunch
on
of
spring break?
so basically is like I have like at least one class that's already opened up, but I haven't started working on it yet. But it's so like it was all my I have a bunch of classes that end at the mid semester and then pick up. I have other classes that start up at the other half of the semester. So I was like working on finals and getting that stuff in, and I got all 100% of my points for every final project. And I also learned more about Java doing the final project stuff over the entire class.
Well, then what the hell are you going to school for? Just do projects.
I just need to do projects. Let's see. Bloodborne, the Welcome to Yarnum event, community event, started up, and Bloodborne's free on PlayStation Plus. So I started, and like I already had Bloodborne though, so I started playing it again, and I've been having fun. I've gotten killed a lot of times.
All right.
What we did the math and found out it's about a week of your life that we.
Oh, for
Whoa.
Bloodborne? No, that's Skyrim,
Oh, that's Skyrim.
and that
When
was like
did you guys work
that was
out?
over 2 weeks.
That was over 2 weeks. Yeah. Yeah, it was about a month, wasn't it? Something.
No, it wasn't a month. It was like over 2 weeks of straight playtime if you put all my hours together.
Looking at slash blades are the most depressing thing in the world.
I obviously don't play video games very much, but my Civ 5 is like 70 some hours. So,
Yeah. I
and
don't
I'm
wanna
like,
say
where
what mine
did
is.
those where did that go?
Mine's at like 400.
Seriously, you start playing that fucking game and you're like, holy shit, it's 4 a.m. already.
Yeah. Yeah. And you
All
started
you're
at
doing
8.
is hitting next. You're just hitting next the whole fucking time.
Let's see. So for St. Patty's Day yesterday, I just didn't do anything except sleep until like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Woke up, Casey was finishing brewing, and we were like, oh yeah, we're gonna do board games tonight, and then nobody showed up. So what we did instead was we played Sherlock Holmes.
Damn right we did.
Played The Devil's Daughter, who I'm 100% sure that's Moriarty's daughter that you're raising
Carlos,
as your own.
we don't know. We've literally only played the first mission.
Yeah, well, it's like the whole thing is like it's the 8th game in the series,
Yep.
and like she calls there's this little girl who calls Sherlock father, and it's like then like there's like a point where that comes up like we do not tell her what happened to her father, because like it turns out that Sherlock murdered her father. It's like
would
no,
make
that's
sense.
definitely
Yeah, we're just
Moriarty's
jumping
daughter.
to conclusions
Oh,
all
yeah.
over the
Okay.
place.
And Casey gets the prize for being the first one to jump to the conclusion of what happened in the case. It was a most dangerous game scenario.
yeah, right?
I'm
did-
surprised he jumped to it
I
first.
jumped to it and won.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that was great. We also there's some really good characters in there. Some really tragic characters. So there's a point in the first mission where you're playing as one of Sherlock's like street urchin like informants, and he's just like running around, and all of a sudden like it cuts to a cutscene and it looks at another street urchin. You're like, oh yeah, that's Shoeshine Jim. He's mute because he gets beat by his dad.
His stepdad.
Oh.
Yeah, he gets beat by his stepdad.
And then we take his place to polish shoes and we polish like this one guy's shoe,
we screwed up.
and we did really bad.
Did you actually have to use the thumbs to?
Yeah.
Well, it was like I was trying to figure out like, so how do you shine a shoe? So like you probably grab a rag and wipe it down with like water or whatever, and then you like I think we like jumped right to like taking putting some like shoe shine on there. No, apparently there's like a larger brush you're supposed to use too, and like he almost discovered that like we were not like an actual shoe shiner.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it was
I
rough.
do like when video games do that thing, like where you actually have to use the joysticks the right
Yeah,
way.
to
and
do
stuff.
something.
Like trying to take poops in the Stick of Truth and stuff.
Yeah, you use it for when you're balancing it because the street urchin. Oh, there's a couple like he had so like when controlling the one street urchin, he had to catch up, so he had to climb a chimney to catch up and not be
Oh
seen.
yeah, that
So-
was crazy.
So there's like a health meter of his lungs slowly filling up with terrible ash from the chimney.
Oh yeah.
As he cleans the chimney, he actually cleans the chimney on his way up.
Yeah. Based on the first mission, and we are going to eventually play through all of them slowly.
Could this be a BNS plays night?
It could be.
Just
well,
for the gimmick of it?
yeah. I mean, it might be a decent BNS plays.
It took
But-
us a long time, also like longer than it should have, because we kept trying to do disguises.
It lets you like put on different outfits and facial hair and stuff, and so
Oh,
like
God.
between everything, we would have to go and put on different.
So when we decided to break into the noble's mansion, it's like because like we had previously put on this hobo outfit, because we're gonna talk to the noble, and pretend to like be one of the like commoners.
And then stupid Watson had to decide
Yeah,
to come along.
Watson came along, and he did not wear a disguise. So it's like, well, one of
so
us
we
has to
got there,
change
so we had to go back to change.
into a different
But-
outfit.
we put on a
the
doctor
goddamn
outfit.
Watson. You guys should have been recording this.
And then we went back in like a regular Sherlock Holmes outfit or like a noble outfit or whatever, and like he just didn't pretend. So then we had to come back later to break into the house, and like Watson was gonna be the distraction. I was like, all right, we're gonna now we do the hobo disguise.
We were so on
We
board
had
with
a
the hobo
hobo beard
disguise.
and a hobo hat, and
Yeah, but then we found the evil magician mustache.
But once again, when we were broken in, though, it turns out like the hobo disguise did not help us at all, because every time like we failed like an activity and like got caught, like every time we, Mr. Holmes, what are you doing here? Every time
No, we're not Mr. Holmes, we're Mr. Hobo.
it's like, yeah, I clearly a hobo. It's like the disguises don't work. Yeah, but like for the like I didn't know that was the final part for the vet.
I didn't.
So it's
either.
like, all right, we're gonna go meet the nobles. It's time for our noble disguise. So we had this top hat, and we had like this really evil mustache,
It looked like an evil magician's mustache
and like a suit.
and like a goatee, and,
And then
and we're running through the woods.
yeah, and then it cuts forward in time to us running through the woods in this ridiculous outfit and this ridiculous mustache. We look like a mustache. We look like somebody who like tie up a woman and leave her tied
Like,
to like
tied
a
to
railroad.
railroad.
Yes,
track.
the damsel in distress.
And we're running, and we got shot, and we had to finish the game in that outfit.
No, you did.
Yeah.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Did the top hat get in the view of things every now and then?
No, it like yeah, no, like I was really surprised with the game. I thought it was just gonna be complete and utter crap, but I mean, it had decent scores and stuff.
I was looking it up. I must say I don't like that the cover looks like the Devil May Cry.
I don't know, like he
Yeah.
doesn't really do any fighting in it, at least not
That's
in
why
the our
this is a
chapter.
very deceiving cover.
Yeah, but it's also the 8th game in the
But,
series.
like,
like,
Oh, yeah.
if you haven't gotten on board at this point,
Right,
you're
right.
probably not.
But
like,
it actually doesn't have a lot of action, and they had some actual decent quality stuff, like effects, graphics going on.
Yeah.
They had a budget for this one.
oh yeah, and
Because
oh, man.
the older, so there's
you can connect clues to other clues
Oh,
and jump to
shit.
conclusions.
yeah, it was pretty cool. Like we can't, and we like were able to get like not only do we get that conclusion, we learned more. Like, oh, so like not only is that going on, but this is also going on.
We felt real smart.
And when you use that to like for the final confrontation, like you use that to decide how that goes down.
Yeah, you can wrongfully convict somebody.
Yeah. And then you can, on top of that, decide how it goes down. Like, we had a chance to shoot 2 different people.
Yeah, we should have been playing on Master Detective. Obviously, we're really good at
We
this game.
no. I'm pretty sure. No, Casey, because that bullet activity of dodging the bullets and getting to cover was difficult.
Yeah, not for me. I was watching it. I mean, it was frustrating to watch you keep getting shot.
I got shot a lot of times. But yeah, it was a fun game.
Yeah, it was. Let's
So your
see.
Patty Day ended up being good.
Oh yeah, no. St. Patrick's Day is always good.
No corned beef and cabbage.
No, I made pizza.
I didn't eat a thing because I'm an idiot.
It's like that chili day that I had.
I did get McDonald's breakfast yesterday before the shit happened,
I'm
but then I
sorry.
just forgot to eat.
Well, you know, the
McDonald's
McDonald's breakfast
breakfast-
always comes right before the shits happen.
I haven't had the shits from McDonald's breakfast. I do like McDonald's breakfast.
I like Egg McMuffins, but like after they switched to the actual eggs being used in it instead of like the stuff
fake
that
eggs.
well, it was still eggs, but like it was refrigerated, like it was like already pre-made and like
Oh yeah.
then they just heated it up again. Every once in a while I get an eggshell.
Oh really?
Yeah,
That's because we'll just leave it at that.
yeah, it's because people don't know what the hell they're doing.
Damn kids.
Damn kids! I always get the biscuit.
Ruining everything.
Casey,
All right.
what have you been up to?
What have I been up to? Holy crap. We launched a new show on Monday, and that was a ton of fun.
It was actually.
And we're going to be doing it again tomorrow.
Oh shit!
Yeah, and I still have to do story.
Is
I'm
this
not
still gonna be
terrified.
live on Twitch too?
Yeah, it is.
Oh my God.
Every Monday night at 8 p.m.
Holy crap!
Yeah, that's right.
Central.
Yeah, Central.
Oh, I
Central
forgot. Holy cats! Gotta keep using holy cats.
Why are you using Holy Cats?
Because my grandma says it all the time, and
Okay.
I want that on my. Yeah, it's funny.
All right, that's going to be
I,
your...
I have a little smile every time.
He's
I,
trying. He's trying to make a catchphrase, guys.
Oh, cats! Oh, he wants that on his tombstone. That's what he wants it
Oh,
on.
okay.
All right.
What do you want on your tombstone?
holy cats!
Yeah, no. So we did that. We did the little after show, which was kind of fun. And then on Thursday, I went to go see Tomb Raider.
Oh, how
and
was it?
It was absolutely delightful.
Really?
I enjoyed the crap out
I
of
thought
it.
you were gonna pull a absolutely terrible.
No, I really enjoyed it. Like, I was reading the reviews leading up to it, and they were all like, you know, shitting all over it and stuff. And all right, first of all, best video game adaptation film, hands down. Which again, not a very high bar.
No, yeah, definitely.
But it's good. Also, very solid action movie. There are some slow bits where it gets a little exposition heavy, but it didn't bother me too much because, you know, Alicia Vikander was still on the screen,
Yeah,
so I'm
yeah,
not mad about it. But yeah, no, they changed up the story for the first. So it's loosely based off of the first game of the reboot, the 2013.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yep. But
I was
they
wondering how that all fit in.
they changed it up just enough to make it new and make
Okay.
it feel fresh.
So what, there was still like mystical things and stuff too.
I don't want to get in any spoilers.
Okay.
So I don't want to dive into that. But
I was gonna ask too: is Alicia Vikander, does she work out as an action star? Because that was my biggest thing. I'm
Yes.
like, she does not seem like an action
she
star.
is cut as shit. Holy cow.
Well, I just mean like all of her other movies are kind of just like.
Yeah, no, she's like so the movie opens with her boxing.
Okay.
She's like, and she's a terrible boxer. Like, you know, Lara Croft is a terrible boxer, and so that happens. And then, like, shortly after that, there's this bicycle race through London that is awesome.
Bicycle or motorcycle?
Bicycle,
Ooh.
like pedal bike.
Yeah.
Bicycle.
Because she works as a bike courier.
Okay.
In London in this story. So
Interesting.
yeah, and so like they do this like huge bike race through London, and it's
Forgot
really
that
cool.
that came out this weekend.
Yeah, and I loved it. I absolutely like. I kind of want to see it again, but I'll probably wait for the DVD or the digital. But yeah, no, I really enjoyed it. I'm very happy with it. I hope other people, like, now that it's out in theaters, people are going and seeing it and stuff, so we get another one. Because,
I think everybody went to A Wrinkle in Time and shit all over that one too. So
well,
I heard that it was really bad.
I don't want to. I had no desire to see that one.
I kind of did.
Pacific Rim 2 comes out this Friday.
Doesn't Ready Player One also come out this weekend?
no.
I don't know if it. Yeah, I think it might too.
But yeah, and then like they set up like the whole Trinity conspiracy thing in the film too, so ready to expand. And they also announced the new Tomb Raider game for September this year.
See, I got my PS4 and Tomb Raider at the right time.
Yeah, you did. Because Shadow of the Tomb Raider, September, fucking pumped.
Cool.
Yeah. So I don't know, that was kind of my week then. Let's see. Yeah, I guess brewed 2 beers on, what was that day? Saturday?
Yeah,
St. Patrick's Day?
yeah, it was yesterday,
Yep.
Casey.
Well, it's been a long weekend.
But yeah, like that pre-prohibition porter is like really bubbling back there.
They're both like going to town. Both of the ones. I did a
brown
Kentucky Common and the pre-prohibition porter. They're just ripping through that. It's that California lager strain.
Because I can like hear it in the background. Like the mics won't pick it up, but like I can definitely hear it. Just
Or maybe they are picking it up. They just hear that little bubble.
Little bubble bubbles. Got some bubs?
Bub bubs?
Bubs?
Is that the new street drug? The bub bubs?
Oh man, you got any of that bubs?
All right.
Should we talk about some beer?
yeah, we could talk about the
Well,
beer.
man, but I'm not ready because,
Because you failed.
well, yeah. We have the Fair State Vienna Lager going around here. Oh, there we go. Well, that was easy. All I had to do was Google it, and it brought me to the 2 pages I needed. Ooh, behind the beer. Wow, there is like. You want me to read a story? I'll read you a story.
Okay, what do we have
Story
on story
time?
time?
Yeah. Head brewer Nico Tonks riffs on Vienna Lager. Here at Fair State Cooperative, we tend to go on and on about lager beer. But bear with us because we've got an exciting topic to talk about today, Vienna Lager. This, friends, is beer-flavored beer. It's beer for those of us who enjoy drinking beer, especially in the company of friends, and especially while in pursuit of the finer things in life. Fair State Vienna Lager has depth. It's malty but not sweet. It's crisp and refreshing. It's the perfect companion for every beer drinking occasion. Beer is a marvelous thing, but in my humble opinion, its virtues are often misstated or just misunderstood. I think that beer is at its finest when brewed in support of the German concept of, Gemütlichkeit, meaning geniality, good cheer, or friendliness.
That could mean anything.
Even
could
if
be
you-
lying about that.
Even if you butchered that, you had a good German like inflection on those words, so it's good.
Well, thanks, man. I
Yep.
really appreciate
Yep.
that.
Just I every time I try and read German, I can't even put up.
Beer is a social beverage. We do it and ourselves a disservice when we treat it otherwise. The best way to get to the core of a beer is to sit down with friends and have a full pint or 2 of it and reserve judgment as best you can,
Oh, a full
at
pint.
least for a couple of minutes. Words to live by, really. Vienna Lager has been a perennial favorite in our tap room, and it's the sort of thing we keep in our fridges at home. We are excited to finally bring it to your cooler, fridge, or historically accurate lager cellar. If you have one of those, please call us. We'd like to hang out with you. This beer-flavored beer is about to be everywhere. You should be able to find it at your local liquor store without worry. Best of all, we don't anticipate running out of the experimental ingredients it doesn't rely on for production. Craft beer is an adventure, while the treasure hunt is an integral part of that adventure. So is the everyday joy of having a simple, reliable pint with friends. We hope you agree, and maybe we can talk it out over a fine lager beer one of these days.
Oh,
Yeah. Told you there was a whole story. A whole story. Serve this in dimpled mug, lager glass, or shaker pint.
I just have it a glass.
I'm going to put it in a nonic, but
I think you can call this a shaker pint
that's a shaker pint.
because you put it in the shaker, shake it up.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. I'm the only one not following the rules.
Casey, you should have followed the rules.
This American Sky is smaller than a pint. His is bigger.
My glass is bigger?
Yeah, because I had like 3 big gulps out of mine already, and then it finally filled it to the top.
No, like I have beer. I have still had
really?
I've been pouring Guinness all weekend, and I made it an oopsie.
Would you like some beer with that foam over there?
Well, like with
Well, you can still sip it out of the can, I
I
guess.
know. Well, like with Guinness, you're just supposed to
Yeah,
dump it in
right.
there. I wasn't even thinking. He had like 9 Guinnesses yesterday.
It's a lot of Guinness.
Well, it was delicious.
It's St. Patrick's Day.
It's St. Patrick's. I haven't had Guinness in a
We
long
sold
time.
a shit ton of that Irish Blessing at Emma's. Oh,
Oh,
my
yeah?
god! I put it on the outside billboard, and it was like, whoop! Everybody came in for it.
It's a good beer, though.
What is
Very
it?
good.
Irish Blessing, coffee stout aged in Jameson barrels.
Oh, cool.
All right, Carlos, you wanna kick us off because I read this
He
entire
had an
novel,
oopsie.
Well,
so you could.
I'm not really picking up anything with the scent.
It smells like beer.
It definitely tastes like beer. It's
Is it
it's a
beer?
pretty solid lager. You're really bad at that, Casey. Pouring your beer.
Except the beer, the head tastes like head, like actual foam beer head.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, like
but it looks cool.
It does look cool.
this is a like it's like they say like this is a beer for people who like beer. Well, I'd say like it's
Like
a
wizard staff.
That's a bad idea on the show.
it's like, this is like a beer you would get if like you didn't know exactly what kind of if you didn't want an IPA or a porter or anything like that. It's like I just want like a beer, and like this would be a good one to match that. I think
I want tacos with this beer.
it would not be bad.
Yeah, this is quite delicious. It's a little sweet. Most all the like brewery Vienna lagers and stuff or pilsners or anything like that I try, I'm just like I don't like them. This is quite good, quite easy drinking, quite great. It's beer, like they said in their description.
Well, and like so, the Vienna lager that everybody knows is the Dos Equis Amber, and so like that's just kind of the one that everyone that at least I personally compare it like. I'm like, all right, so Vienna lager I know and love is Dos Equis Amber. Yes, it's a mass-produced thing, but when I want a taco, I want a Vienna lager with it. You know?
Ideally, a tall one.
The biggest one they have.
Yes.
If it comes in a fishbowl, we're getting closer to the right size.
So warm. Ugh.
Now, if you drink it fast, jeez, Matt.
Oh, now I want to go to the Windsor Stube and get one of those fucking big,
The big ones, yeah.
Windsor Stube.
I don't want to cut this with lime though.
No,
Like, so I got that going for me.
Yeah, that is actually a step above the Dos Equis. Is like you don't really need the lime in there at all.
Yep.
Yeah, and I found Corona. You don't really need the lime in anymore either.
You don't need it, but I like the lime in there because I like that citrus to cut.
Back to Fair State.
But yeah, back to Fair State. Yeah. Anyway, were you done talking about
Yeah.
it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Good, clean nose. I mean, you just smell the malt. A little bit of that noble hop.
I want my dad to try this one. I think he'd like that a lot.
But yeah, no, super clean. A little on the sweet side, but I like it.
I do too. Yeah.
Um,
I mean, you can go overly sweet with these things, and this one's like just perfect.
Yeah, no, it's very good. It's crisp. Every time I take a sip, I'm like, well, wait, I should probably get another one.
And what? It's only 5.3%.
Only 5.3%. That's pretty high, man. It's pretty high.
Once I start getting into the 6-7 category, then I'm like, oof.
Over 5. That's my limit.
Over 5 of these, right?
Under 5%, please. I'm bringing it back. I'm bringing the session beer back. That's my crusade. That's the sword I'm gonna die on.
You're not doing that on our tasting shows, though, apparently, because we have a lot of stuff that's usually a lot higher.
It's because it's really hard to find things that are under 4 or under 5%.
Yeah.
And when you find a good one, you stick to it and you grab it and you drink as much.
Well,
of
like
it
the
as you
little
can.
something easy, it isn't under 5%, but it drinks like it should be, kind of a thing.
Yeah, but it's not.
I know that, but
And-
then what did they bring little something something down from? Because isn't it a little something something? Like,
Well, something is like 7 or 8.
yeah, so now it's like 5.1 or 2 or whatever. I don't know, somewhere around
Yeah,
there. So I mean,
but still not sessionable.
oh yeah, you could sit down and
No,
drink that
no.
forever. I know by the
Session
rules
beer,
it's under
You
5%.
you have to draw the line somewhere, Matt.
Okay.
Otherwise, you just get alcohol creep. And it just creeps up and creeps up and creeps up.
No.
Yeah.
That's how we ended up in the situation where we're at right now, where you walk into a tap room and everything is like 7% to 14%. And you're like, but I can't even have one now.
You
I
count,
can have 5 of them.
you count yourself lucky if they have one that's like 4.6%.
Yep. Yep. No, everyone just needs to brew bitters just across the board, and I think we'd all be happy.
Brew bit. Oh. First I thought you were like bitters, like actual.
No, that would be
That's,
gross.
Yeah, and that's like 40%
Yeah,
alcohol.
that would be nasty. That nasty, Matt. That nasty. You a nasty man.
I'm sorry.
All right, Carlos, give me some Noombas.
All right, so
Nombres.
I'm going to
Numero
give this a
unos.
7.5. It's a very solid beer, I think.
I'm going an 8.
I'm going to give her an 8. She is ridiculously drinkable.
I want this on a summer day.
I want a summer day.
High five to that one, man.
Like, I just kind of want a summer day. Well, I'm an idiot.
Did you mess up your buttons again?
Nope.
You definitely messed your buttons up again.
Nope. I didn't press the record on the audio, so I got to rip it from the feed.
I caught you on the Legends of Lothos.
Yeah, you did. I got too many buttons to remember now.
It's okay. At least we have the live feed going.
At least we have the live feed, yeah.
You need like a list of stuff.
Reverse,
I
that
need to
never
check
happened. What's next?
No, I'm going to
Well,
hit the
I'm going to need a list of stuff for May. That's for sure.
All right, well, now we're recording.
Oh, hey, welcome to the Department of Defense.
Nah, it's fine.
Join us always is Carlos.
Hey, man, you need to calm down. I only missed the first 35 minutes of the show.
I wasn't counting.
I just saw the thing.
Like, yeah, it's a good thing that we have backup, the stream that we can pull it from.
Yeah, actually, I like having the backups. It's very nice.
And now the Department of Defense presents News with Casey.
That's me.
Metal voice Casey today, huh?
Yeah. All right, that's enough of that.
Is that going to be a new thing? Change your voice every single time now?
I gotta keep working on new voices for Lothos. You know,
Oh,
I
yeah, yeah.
gotta stretch out those vocal cords, come up with all
They
the new
can't
characters.
all be Artemis or whatever his name is.
It's Adaramil,
Adaramil. Yes.
Adaramil?
Adaramil.
and he is a delightful old man.
He is. I enjoyed him.
Bruce does not.
Carlos's character did not like him.
No, I like him fine. I don't know why you don't think I like him.
Police in Massachusetts, in a Massachusetts town, are warning residents to be on the lookout for men challenging passersby to rap battles. Charlton police said that a black SUV containing a group of men in their late teens or early 20s pulled up next to 3 teenage boys Saturday afternoon. One of the men got out of the vehicle and started rapping. The other men then asked the teens if they wanted to spit some bars with them. When the boys declined, the men drove off. Police say it doesn't appear to be an attempted abduction, but the boys were frightened. Anyone with information is asked to contact the police. Charlton's website says it's one of the 50 safest cities in Massachusetts. First of all, this is fucking bullshit.
All right, first of all, that's actually kind of funny.
What?
Like, these people are just like,
Yeah.
want to spit some bars.
What does spit some bars mean?
I think it means, throw down a rhyme,
Yeah.
Oh. I was like, is this a fight? Is this a...
I don't... No, man, it's a rap battle. Did you not listen to the
yeah,
thing?
but I've never heard it.
You
but-
gotta spit some bars.
Yeah, I get
You gotta,
it. I
you
get
gotta,
it now.
you gotta drop a beat.
The bars.
You gotta-
I got it. It took me a get. Oh, sorry.
You have to say the words in a quick and rhyming fashion.
I've seen 8 Mile.
I've heard rap once.
It's all about mom spaghetti, right?
I know about the youths.
That's such a good video. It is such a good video.
But yeah, no, like, these guys, they're not doing anything wrong. Like, why are the police looking for them? Like, they're not causing any problems. They're not...
I don't know. It might be more along the lines of, hey, keep your eye out for there's this weird thing going on.
Yeah, but, I don't know, like, we cause more ridiculousness, like, when we would, drive around and do random shit, like, go to the dollar store and buy books, and then, like...
Burn 'em?
No, and then give them to people in drive-thrus. Or,
Did
like,
you actually...
Really?
Wait, what?
Yeah, we went to the dollar. Like, it was me, Jake, and I thought you were there for that
No.
one, Carlos.
I was
We bought a
not.
bunch of picture books, and then
And then they gave you food and you
you
gave,
gave them a
book?
picture book.
That would seriously fucking make my day. I would laugh so hard. Especially if you just drove off without just
Yep.
drive.
So we did that. Like, I mean, like, I don't know. You're a kid. You do stupid stuff. It's just what happens. Like, I don't know. These kids, they're having fun. They're challenging people to rap battles.
Yeah.
Spitting bars.
Like, if somebody, like, pulled up next to me and challenged me to a random rap battle, I mean, you have to accept what I would lose. I cannot rap. I am way too white for that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I would not be able to. We've done this before, actually. I don't know
Yes.
how it came up. It was I don't know how it came up. Like it was like some sort of rap battle.
was a
came up in
game
the
that we were playing.
You were playing a game, and it ended up being a rap battle, and I just could not rap, and it kept coming up. It kept
Yep.
coming up.
I feel like I was here for some.
Yeah, I don't remember what game it was.
It was Rick like had to challenge me to like a rap duel.
Oh, it was Drinking Quest.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. And we kind of just started throwing that card like, yep, we're gonna stop this one.
Yeah, but it was delightful because we were spitting some bars.
Some of us were not.
Well, we were spitting, and they were bars.
We need to have like we need to prepare and do an actual like drinking quest again.
Well, I want to do a Drinking Quest tournament.
Ooh. I wanna
sounds dangerous.
not play drinking quest after I've been drinking all day. It's the
Yeah,
biggest
well,
thing.
no, you have to go into it sober.
Yeah, that
And
never
then come out
happens. Where I was like, yeah, we'll play. Let's play.
Yep. Well, and I wanna stream it. I think that would be fun
That'd
to
be kind
stream.
of fun.
Anyway, perhaps the driver thought he would never be stopped, or that traffic officers do not watch The Simpsons, or that Homer Simpson really does live in Milton Keynes. Keynes? Whichever way, it was not the best choice of fake picture. Not if you want to evade detection, anyway. When an officer from the Thames Valley Force stopped a driver recently, the picture on the license he handed over was of Homer Simpson. The name was H. Simpson, and the address was 28 Springfield Way, USA. Thames Valley Police said in a tweet earlier this week, PC Phillips stopped a car in Milton Keynes? I don't know. British people make weird things.
They do.
When she tried to identify the driver's ID, she found a license with Homer's picture. Replying to a tweet, Mark Chutter wrote, clearly a fake. Homer lives at 742 Evergreen Terrace. Paul Middleton said, marginal offense, I would say. Yeah, because Marge, pun. The force said the driver's car was seized and he was reported for driving with no insurance and driving without a proper license.
Yeah, that's definitely what's gonna happen. Like what they should have had was I had a backup ID for like, oh, I gave you the wrong card. Kind of like how there's the old trick of you give like somebody else's like, oh, that was my dad's army card. Oh yeah, here's my actual license.
I always like the stories where they they just pass over the get out of jail free card. From
I only know all my license tricks from movies. Just because I see it in movies sometimes.
just no movies.
And then like sometimes if that's not gonna work, they're ready to pull a gun on and just shoot the cop. I don't remember what movie that was from. Or no, that was Lost. That was the TV show Lost. When the girl was
You lost me
Oh, are you talking about on the airplane or whatever?
No, it was like before the
before the
airplane.
airplane.
When she's like driving along and like she gave a card and was trying to get out of it.
Yeah.
Yep.
But she was ready
yep.
to shoot the guy if like it came to it.
I am so happy I borrowed those first 2 seasons from you, and then
Lost
finally
is so
binged the
good.
shit out of that a while ago.
I mean, I understand people's beef with the ending, but it was fine. Lindelof did a good job.
It was a fun journey.
I feel like if I would have been watching that live on TV, like the weekly thing or whatever, those seasons would have pissed me off so much more. Whereas this binging it all the way through, I actually liked
and
it.
I don't know. I look at Lost as the journey was a shit ton of fun. Who cares about the destination?
Yeah.
One of
That's a
those
good way to
types of
put it.
deal.
Good way to put it.
All right, a woman mistook a jail security booth for a fast food drive-through and attempted to order a breakfast sandwich and ended up in handcuffs on Friday, according to the Suffolk County Sheriff's Office. Police said Elizabeth Idefonso, age 44, drove up to the Riverhead Correctional Facility around 10:12 a.m. and tried to place an order for a bacon, egg, and cheese. Deputy Sheriff Yvonne DeCaro informed Ildefonso that she was at a correctional facility and not a drive-through. The driver insisted that she really wanted a sandwich.
Oh no.
Sheriff's Office said Deputy DeCaro noted that her pupils were dilated, her eyes were glassy, and that she had a white powder residue on her left nostril. She was arrested after she performed poorly on standardized sobriety tests and was found to be driving without a valid license. She was charged with felony driving while ability impaired by drugs and driving without a license. She consented to a blood test, and the results are pending. She doing all the nose candy. Just all of it.
What a bummer! You pull up to a place and like you want,
And
like
you're super excited for breakfast.
You're hungry, yeah.
Like you're like, yeah, I'm gonna get breakfast. Also, cutting it a little close.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, some places they stop serving breakfast at 10, some 10:30.
Yeah.
No, it's
Like-
such a fine line.
I mean, and at 10,
I mean,
12,
now at McDonald's you can buy any time of the day. So.
not their entire breakfast menu though.
Just like
It's
a couple
they-
basics.
They've
It's the-
taken so many things off the breakfast menu though that it's the same.
Right? Like, I still miss those skillet burritos.
I still miss the
those were great.
bagels with the hollandaise sauce on it. The bagels.
Yeah, that wasn't hollandaise
thought-
sauce.
Well, it tasted like it. So.
Yeah, I thought they still had the bagels.
Nope, they got rid of
Oh,
that.
that's right.
So now, yeah, my hangover breakfast, quick breakfast is gone.
Yeah.
Yep.
But man, those burritos were great. And they never bring those back.
No. Now you have to go to like a Taco Bell to get
Who
a
the
breakfast
hell's
burrito.
Who the hell's running McDonald's nowadays?
Yeah, Ray Kroc, are you still alive? I don't think so, but I'm mad at you.
And I would always get like have the people working in the
Well,
kitchen.
that sauce
do
was so
extra-
good, like that 3 pepper sauce or whatever it was.
Yeah, and
it
like
was fantastic.
I'd always have extra skillet mix. I'd toss a hash brown in there, and
Yeah, man. You know what I haven't had in a while that I was kind of craving the other day, and I have no idea why.
What?
A Wendy's hamburger.
they're just not very good. There's like they used to have the old commercials apparently in the 80s, the whole "Where's the beef?" Well, now it's also "Where's the beef?" with their burgers.
But I like the double stack with cheese.
I don't know.
I like their French fries.
And the French fries are the seesaw French fries. They're very good French
Like
fries.
I like the junior bacons, but like I don't know.
Why are their burgers square?
Because they want to be different.
Yeah, I know it's weird.
I don't know, man. It is
Especially
what it is.
shouldn't the bun be square then too?
Well, yeah, but they don't make square buns. That's not a thing.
Yeah, you're just being ridiculous now,
Now
Matt.
you're being ridiculous.
Damn it! I'm always being ridiculous.
Matt, how do you feel about crinkle fries?
Why do you ask?
I'm curious. Like crinkle fries, they're contentious.
If those ones are hard to cook too because they end up being really mushy all the time. But if you get them cooked right, I like to like bite the crinkle parts
In sections.
in sections. Yeah,
Yeah, if they're cooked right, they're pretty good.
yeah. Otherwise, yeah, they can be really shittily cooked.
Are they better or worse than a curly fry?
Is this a seasoned curly fry or an unseasoned curly fry? You know, like Wendy's curly fries, they're like the seasoned brown fries.
Wendy's doesn't have curly fries.
Arby's,
has
Arby's.
curly fries.
That's what it is.
Fucking. You don't even know anything about French fries. Why am I asking you questions?
I do love French fries.
No,
I want French fries.
I always want French fries. But like,
Is that just a Wisconsin thing? Like,
I think it's just a French fry thing.
I think it's just a potato thing.
I heard there's a Five Guys in Hudson now.
Yeah, Five Guys sucks donkey balls.
I know that, but when it opened up in Woodbury, it was actually really good. And they
it
were
was-
open for like 10 years, and it's bad. Or however
Five
long
Guys
it's open.
sucks. I hate Five Guys.
I want the French fries, okay?
No, you can get better fries literally anywhere else.
No, I like their fries.
Like Taco Bell now has better French fries
Those
than them.
nacho fries are actually really good.
They combine my two favorite things in the world.
Are they? I haven't had them.
Well, I mean, I was really drunk when I had them, but they were
well,
really
you were
good.
at Taco Bell.
Yeah, and that was the third time I've ever eaten at Taco Bell in my entire life, and I got some nacho fries. And,
We used to actually go to Taco Bell all the time a long time ago.
Yeah, because it was
I just
cheap
went to Hudson
and we were
McDonald's,
poor.
'cause
And
it
there
was
wasn't a Chipotle
24.
around.
And there was not a Chipotle.
Well, and back then they had the 3 for $3.33 at McDonald's, so we'd go to Hudson because it was open 24-hour. 3, oh my god. Maybe had some stuff, and yeah,
Man.
ate a lot of burgers.
Sometimes I wonder how I got so fat, and then I hear stories like that, and I remember.
I remember.
It's no longer a mystery.
I remember sometime back, Casey, you were swinging by Taco Bell on your way back from work. It was like, hey, do you want anything? It's like, oh yeah, get me a. Do they sell? It was like, do they sell like the case of like 10 hard shell tacos?
like the 12-pack.
I thought it was like a 10-pack. It turns out it was a 12-pack, and you went with the miscellaneous. And I could not eat fast enough because like by the time I got to like the last two, like it was hard. Like they were starting to get a little soggy in there. Hard shells.
There's a time limit on it.
Yeah, you got. It's almost like it was not made for
At
one
least the White
person.
Castle ones you can leave there for a week. And
Oh,
it'd still be
dude,
exactly
I
how
haven't
you
had a
got 'em.
White Castle slider in so long. And there's probably a reason for that.
Yeah. I remember my dad would bring some home every now and then. He'd bring like the suitcase home because drives by.
Well, that's all they come in, right? Is like a 40
No,
pack
you
or
can get,
something,
like you can get a meal there,
and that's like 12 hamburgers.
probably. But yeah, I just want to eat the fries because he always got the pickles on him, and ugh,
I don't know. I was fine with the amount of pickles they had on there.
I hate pickles. So
Oh,
I've
you're a
come
monster.
around on pickles. I used to be in your wrong side of the tracks with the pickles, but I've come around
Why'd you come around?
because I needed some sort of acid to cut the fat,
Yeah, all right.
and so you have a pickle.
That makes
All right.
sense.
A parcel sent to a couple in New Zealand, addressed only with a farm situated up a long driveway with cows opposite a pub or thereabouts, has reached its rightful owners. The letter was initially received by a service centre in the rural village of Cust in the South Island of New Zealand, located between Oxford and Rangiora. I'm sorry, Kiwis. I might butcher some things here. The centre has a post centre attached to it that services Cust 450 residents. Manager of the Cust Service Centre, Tammy McGrath, said it was custom to return mail that was not properly addressed to the sender, but she decided to attempt to find the cow-owning recipients of the parcel, posting an image of the package to Facebook. The only other clue on the parcel was that it was for Kay and Philip. The other number 10... Oh. Wait, yeah. Man in London actually sent letter meant for PM. I could tell it had been written by an older person, so I just thought, well, I'll hang on to it for a couple of days before I send it back and see if I can find who it belongs to, McGrath said. A couple of hours after I posted on Facebook, a man came in and said, I think we own this parcel, and he gave me his details and said his name was Philip, and that while he didn't live across from a pub, he lived down the road from one. He also showed me a card with a picture of the property on it, which showed a field with cows on it. He isn't actually on Facebook, but people who know him are on Facebook, and showed the post to him. Postman turns detective to deliver... Yep. Yeah. So, like, it got there. It was kind of fun.
Yeah, that sounds like a fun thing to happen. Not really. Probably not the best way to do your postage.
Just be like, yeah, no, the one with the cow, and there's a pub around it. Like, yeah, and you know the one
The one with the road.
with the road and the driveway and the cows. You can find it. That seems like enough information.
There's a sign.
There's a sign and some cows.
Yeah.
And a pub.
There's a pub somewhere around there.
Yeah, I mean, we went there once. I don't remember coming home from it. But a self-declared cyborg has been fined after he was unable to produce his travel card on request because it had been implanted into his hand. The 34-year-old man, whose legal name is Meow Ludo Disco Gamma Meow Meow.
what?
He's trying a little hard with his name, I think.
I'm just going to say that one more time. Meow Ludo Disco Gamma Meow Meow.
Okay.
I had the chip from the card inserted under his skin by a piercing expert in 2017. The NFC chip was taken from an Opal travel card used to get around Sydney and similar to London's Oyster card. He had it coated with a biocompatible plastic before it was implanted. However, when traveling on the Sydney train system, Mr. Meow Meow was unable to produce the card for a ticket inspector who reportedly said, "Wow, that's crazy," when he showed her the implant. Although the inspector's card reader confirmed Mr. Meow Meow had tapped in before boarding, he was convicted of attempting to travel without a ticket.
Oh, that's stupid.
The cyborg pleaded guilty to being unable to produce his Opal card and was fined 220 Australian dollars, or 122 pounds, or like 30 cents American, I think. I think that's how that works.
I think that's just stupid.
Well, it's like Canadian money, isn't it?
No, not the money, Casey. No, just the whole like, yeah, he had a chip implanted, and they were able to check and like, yeah, you checked in, but like, just because he wasn't able to produce the physical card.
Yeah, I wouldn't have pled guilty to that. I would have been like, no, I did. Like, you can verify everything. I'm just a cyborg.
It's just that my card was heavily damaged by me, and then implanted inside me.
Yeah. Mr. Meow Meow told the media he was disappointed to be fined and intended to explore other ways in which he could use an implanted chip to tap in and out of the transport network. New technology can be scary if you don't understand it, Mr. Meow Meow said. So can your name. People have been scared of lots of technologies when they come along. This is the next evolution from going from paper tickets to Opal cards to something which means we don't actually have to carry anything at all. I mean, yeah, not wrong. But, dude, your name is Meow Meow. Like, I can't get over
People aren't
that.
gonna take you seriously,
Yeah.
which is why we're talking about you on the Department of Defense.
Well, no, we're taking him seriously. Like, I mean, he totally had a thing in his arm that led him on a train.
I'm totally on his side for this.
I am too. He should not have been fined. I mean, he also shouldn't have implanted his card into his
And
skin.
if he was gonna get a fine, it should have been like a really small fine. Like as far as like, yeah, all right, so you provided the identification, but like your card is damaged. Here's like a $5, $10, $15
He
fine.
didn't need that $56,000 American
and like a
fine.
warning to get a new card. Like that should have been it. Not the not the $200 some dollars.
Yeah, no, I think it was 56,000 American. I think that's how that works. There's some sort of exchange rate.
Wait, $56,000?
Yep.
No,
Isn't that what 220 Australian is?
no.
I don't understand currency.
I assume that it's within like, it's either like 2 times more or 2 times less than American. Probably 2 times. I'm assuming it's like the equivalent of like $400 American.
Yeah, because they're
Not $56,000, Casey.
I'm pretty sure it's 36 cents.
I guess you're closer with the $400.
Yeah.
No, you're going the wrong direction.
No, because Australian we have to spend double to make it work out there.
Not in Australia.
Yeah, everything's so expensive.
No,
There.
so the 220 was equivalent to 122 pounds sterling, which is
All right.
Oh, $200 and some US.
yeah,
the
so-
pound is doubled.
yeah, the pound is doubled, not the
Okay.
Australian dollar.
So it's
The
just like
Australian dollar
$200.
sucks.
All right.
But
it's very close to
just
the
so
Canadian.
expensive in Australia. That's what's,
Yes.
Okay.
That's why you have to pay double.
Yep.
Not because their currency is worth more,
Yep.
but because they're so far away from everything.
Yep.
Except danger.
But they do live in the future. But they live in the future, Casey.
Well, yeah, that's why you have to pay the time travel tax.
And you have to become a cyborg.
Well, no, apparently you get fined if you become a cyborg. That's how advanced they are. They have cyborg fines.
You gotta support cyborg rights.
But do we?
I mean, otherwise they're gonna murder us.
I mean, yeah, you're right. I mean, that seems very close-minded that you think all cyborgs are murderers.
Not yet. They will be if you make them murderers.
All right,
Casey.
and an Ohio man who ate Chipotle every day for the past 500 days says he is finally ready to eat something new. Bruce Wayne ended his streak Wednesday after grabbing a meal at the Tiffin Chipotle branch. Yes, his name is actually Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Wait a minute here.
Wayne ended his streak in style by donning a bat suit and ordering mini quesadillas because leather isn't very forgiving. Wayne broke the record for the most consecutive meals at the Mexican fast food restaurant in December at 426 days. Chipotle pledged a $4,260 donation to Seneca-based financial assistance for cancer treatment in honor of the $10 a day average Wayne spent over 426 days. In a post on his Instagram Tuesday, Wayne said, "It isn't just the end of one adventure; it's the start of a new one."
What is
also-
he gonna eat for 5 years next?
He's Batman.
That's a lot of days eating the same thing.
Well, Carlos, he probably wasn't eating a burrito and a bowl.
You're right. He was
In
probably
one
just getting the burrito.
Yeah, or just a bowl, or mini quesadillas, or tacos.
Mini quesadillas, that's a jerk move. Well, he did it on the last day, but like for the most part, getting that is just a pain in the ass for everybody
Carlos,
involved.
if Bruce Wayne asks you for mini quesadillas, you get that man mini quesadillas.
And then he does tip well.
I did watch the Justice League.
Really? How was it?
I didn't mind it. I didn't.
So it
mind
was terrible. All right, that's good to know. Yeah. I mean, you waxed poetically for like 20 minutes at the start of the show about Power Rangers.
Yeah.
And you're like, Justice League, it wasn't terrible.
What was the Marvel movie you did not like? Was it Guardians?
no,
Guardians
he
2?
didn't like Thor.
Oh, then you didn't
No,
like
I like
Ragnarok?
Thor.
Oh no, he liked Ragnarok.
I don't like Captain America.
Understandable.
You didn't like Civil War?
Oh, those are. I'm so bored of him. Who else didn't I like? No, I liked all the. I didn't really like the Volume 2 that much of Guardians, but I liked the first one a whole lot. And all the Thors I've liked because I like spacey things, so that's always kind of been on my.
I can't believe you didn't like. I get like not liking the first Captain America, like because it's like all right, well like.
I don't know.
But Captain America 2
he
was
just bores the fuck out of me. I don't know.
it was like an 80s spy thriller for Winter Soldier, and
You
then
lost me at spy thriller. There you go.
Oh, he doesn't like spies.
oh, all right, and then
Now I understand. That's
and
all
then
you had to say.
Civil War was great because like it was basically an Avengers 2.5.
I don't. Well. Oh, it was the Avengers. I love the first Avengers and fucking hated Age of Ultron. That
All
was
right,
a
yeah,
Ultron
terrible
that's
wasn't
movie.
understandable. Yeah, that's
Age of
definitely
Ultron
understandable.
wasn't
That
great.
was bad.
That one
But
had some
no,
problems.
The Justice League, I just had fun watching it. That's what it was. Yeah, I liked it.
And like how they had it at Resurrect Superman just because
Yeah,
he
that
would-
was silly.
and then, he
Sans
just,
mustache.
and then
that was dumb.
and then he just wipes the floor with everything because Superman's a god.
Yeah, right? Exactly. It's like, yeah. No, but I am excited
I feel like
for
we
the
argued
Flash
about
movie.
that last night.
We did argue about that
I'm
last
excited
night.
for the Flash movie because I didn't realize it was Ezra Miller that was playing the Flash, and I really like Ezra Miller.
We already have the best Flash with Grant Gustin. We don't need another Flash.
Okay.
Sorry.
You lost me at anything
Casey,
you just
it's
said
the
there.
Flash. There can be multiple versions of him.
Yeah, but
It's a theme.
one is Wally West, and
Ben Affleck is a terrible Batman. Why are people giving that fucker praise? He is a terrible Batman.
he's a Batfleck.
Oh God.
Because they're just like, aw, he's trying, Ben Affleck.
I guess.
You do you,
And
Ben
he looks
Affleck.
really fat too. He doesn't look
chase that,
muscles. He
Amy.
looks fat. Like yeah, he's not Batman. Definitely not Batman.
No. He's Batman.
That's how he talks as Bruce Wayne too.
I tried to disguise my voice for Batman, and then it just went into character for Bruce Wayne too.
I did love how cheesy Aquaman, like it's like you're Aquaman and he's like I know I'm Aquaman and I'm playing this cheesy as fuck.
Yeah.
I did enjoy that.
His
Yesterday,
superpower is talking to fish.
Casey and I talked about yesterday.
He says it's talking to water though, it's not talking to fish.
He's an idiot. He's Aquaman.
Yesterday, Casey and I were talking about like doing a Batman Beyond movie. I don't know if you're familiar with that. It's like Batman set in the far future, where like it's Bruce Wayne is an old crotchety old man training a new person to be a Batman.
Hey.
And we were talking about like who would be a great Bruce Wayne to be old crotchety. I was saying Michael Keaton because he already played Batman, and then you can bring him back as an old
Kind of
Batman.
fun as being old Batman, yeah. I do. Michael Keaton was my favorite.
Oh no, man, it's Harrison Ford. He's so crotchety already.
Yeah, he would be really crotchety, but he wouldn't try to act very hard for
Nope.
it.
And Harrison Ford's just kind of like strewn out through everything. So it's like, no, I don't.
Because Michael Keaton's a good actor,
Yeah,
and so I
no.
think that's why he'd be
You know,
able to pull it
Michael
off.
Keaton is the best choice. I'm just saying, if we can't get Michael Keaton,
We're going for Harrison Ford. I feel like you can get Michael Keaton a lot easier than you can get Harrison Ford.
I don't know. Just wait until Harrison Ford crashes another plane and he needs another paycheck to buy a new plane.
And more,
And he'll actually be a crotchety old man at that time, whenever this movie's coming out.
He's already a crotchety old
I
man,
know.
and it's like next week he'll crash his next plane into an airport
Well,
or
maybe-
into a
he needs. Well, he just
golf
needs to,
course.
He just needs to stop smoking while flying at the same time.
Well, you know, back in his day, he had a drink in one hand and a smoke in the other, and had to fly with his knees.
Oh my god!
And
Think
he
about
would have-
flying on an airplane with cigarette smoke. Oh, that'd be the worst.
That's
ever.
no. It probably flies with a pot full of weed.
Oh yeah.
That's right. That story is the best.
Yeah, his co-pilot is a 6-foot bong.
There was I was listening to I Was There Too, which is a podcast by Matt Gorley where he interviews people who were there, like on like they had like minor roles on sets or whatever, and he interviewed Harrison Ford's driver for one movie or whatever, and apparently Harrison Ford just like got into the car one day with like a stock pot with a lid on it, and he was like, what's Harry, what is that? Ran out of papers, and just opened the lid and just started inhaling.
they have to digitally take out the red eye in him every movie.
A man takes a selfie with every Blue Postal Service mailbox in Seattle for absolutely no reason. David Peterman is a man on a mission, taking a challenge some said he would never complete. I realized I had to do it, Peterman said. There are more than 300 Blue Postal Service mailboxes in the city of Seattle. Last year, Peterman set out to take a selfie with each and every one. I would check my map and see, okay, there's some boxes along the route I can hit, he said. The first ones I did were the four corners of the city. I wanted to establish those boundaries first. Peterman discovered that the boxes make excellent models. Mailboxes stay put, Peterman said. They take direction beautifully. Everyone has a story to tell. Some are happy because they're all very dutiful civil servants, said Peterman. Peterman felt bad for one little blue friend he found hanging out at Northgate. Mailboxes are built to be outdoors, and there's this mailbox inside, in a hallway in a mall. And it just reminded me of a caged bird, he said. Peterman said his project isn't meant to change the world. It makes no political statement, no social statement. He doesn't do it to express himself. Some people might consider this art. I don't know. In fact, he said it hardly even gives him a sense of accomplishment. It's the most meaningless thing I've ever done. But done it he has, celebrating with friends and followers with one last great selfie as he captured mailbox number 346.
At least he admits that it means nothing.
Right? The grand finale of a completely meaningless adventure. This is Seattle, so it's certainly not the weirdest thing anyone's ever seen.
Did you go on his like Instagram and check out all those?
I did not, because I could not care less. Once you've seen one blue mailbox, you've seen them all. Like, I love that he even realizes that this is completely pointless and he's not getting anything from it. And he's like, well, I've started.
Got to keep going. Keep
Don't
her
really have anything
moving.
better to do right now.
Oh, that's also what I did this week. I saw Charlie Burns of the Manitowoc Minute.
You saw what?
Yeah, that lost you. Manitowoc Minute. It's like a Wisconsin kind of news show type thing. Yeah.
Well, no, now our listeners are curious.
Oh no, is Charlie Burns, Berens. He basically throws on a thick Wisconsin accent and talks about random things happening around the world. And he always says, "Go Packers" and "fuck the Bears" at the end of it.
I
And
feel like he's infringing on our shtick.
he might be. I don't know.
That asshole.
I saw him at the House of Comedy at the Mall of America. It was funny. It was good. It was good. Cindy.
Is he a stand-up?
No. Well, he basically performed the Manitowoc Minute, like you can go watch it on YouTube, and he performed that at the beginning, and then it went into his normal voice and everything, and he talked about his life and stuff, and then it went into just more comedy.
Interesting.
It was pretty good.
It sounds like
I
an
laughed. I
enjoyable
laughed
show.
a lot.
Well, that's good. It's a comedy show. If you didn't laugh, they did something wrong.
He's pretty funny. It's good.
All right.
Charlie Burns. Burns.
Like a Berenstein bear.
Yeah, exactly. No, not quite, but yeah.
Well, Matt, you can't say exactly and then immediately say
You
no.
got the
no,
Baron
no.
part there, so that's that. I think that's what it is. I don't know.
No, it's just Baron. Bern.
Beren is his name.
Well, then it's nothing like that.
I know.
You should have just told me no, not say yeah exactly.
Well, that's because it sounded like you said it.
What? Discussion topic for today.
Hey.
All right. So, in honor of St. Patrick's Day, we're going to kind of talk about an Irish tradition. So, according to Irish tradition, it says that if you catch a leprechaun, you get 3 wishes. So,
Really?
yeah,
All right.
the pot of gold thing is that's bullshit.
I just heard genies and 3 wishes. I didn't realize
No,
leprechaun
leprechauns.
were also 3 wishes.
And a pot of gold.
No, Carlos, you can wish for a pot of gold.
I'm not going to wish for pot of gold.
But yeah, so I want to know what your 3 wishes would be. So according to Carlos, what we're going to do is we're all going to say 1 wish at a time and then poke holes in our wish.
Yep.
And just shit all over whatever your wish is.
Yeah.
So Matt, we're going to start with you.
God
What
damn
would your
it.
first wish be?
All the travel tickets in the world, like all the airplane things I want to like fly wherever I want to go.
Like just all of them all the time?
Yeah, like I just have it.
Well, then nobody else is going to be able to go anywhere because you're going to have all the tickets.
Fuck you. A prepaid card that gets me wherever I want to go. all
you've
the
already
time.
made your wish.
Oh shit, we're playing it that way.
Yep.
Huh? All right.
Word choice is very important.
Great. So,
all
yeah,
the airlines go out of business. All your travel tickets are now worthless.
Oh, shit. You guys can't travel anywhere else either.
Yeah, I know. You've kind of fucked that one for us. All right, Carlos, because Matt took away all the travel, you can't travel anywhere anymore.
Is that how it works?
Yeah.
No,
Still
it doesn't.
drive places.
Well, I mean, you can still drive, but you can't
And get
fly
a boat.
anywhere.
You can get
Oh
a-
no, no, actually, no. He said all the travel tickets, so you can't travel anywhere that requires a ticket. So that's train, boat, or plane.
But wait, are you taking
And
all
bus.
tickets for all
And
time?
bus.
I don't know.
He said all travel tickets in the world.
But is that at the time of the wish or all time?
Well,
Forward and backwards in time.
are leprechauns as dickish as genies?
They're even more dickish than genies.
But I don't
Then
know.
yes, it would be all time.
Because like if it was all time, he becomes a god. He becomes the god of travel. You don't get to go anywhere if Matt doesn't say you can. Which is actually a pretty cool thing.
Yeah, but all the airlines go out of business because they can't sell any more tickets.
And
But I've
so they
already bought all the
beg
tickets,
so they
right?
beg Matthew to sell his tickets to other people.
Yeah, I am the ticket king. now.
You are now the ticket guru.
That
so if Matt's
worked out
benevolent,
in my favor.
Yeah. I don't know how it would work, but it would work, I guess.
all right. So now the only way you can get a travel ticket is through Matt.
All right. Let's
I'd
see.
like to take all Matt's travel tickets.
I would go for immortality, resurrective immortality. So, like, if you die, you resurrect at like free of any of like injuries or anything at like a safe location. With the caveat though of
Kavat.
caveat, there was a
Caveat. That's the word.
We
Caveat.
eventually got to the right word.
Caveat.
With the caveat of if I ever
Caveat.
get tired of like if for example like I'm in a black void of nothingness for all of time because everybody else is dead and existence is dead, I have I can like say I am ready to die, and then I have a 1 year window where before like it
Hopefully
like
you don't
before where it
accidentally
has then it has like confirmation window of like are you do you confirm do you actually
Can we
want
make
to die?
Carlos just keep aging the whole time then too?
No, because
Yeah,
like,
no, he didn't say that.
no,
he
no.
wouldn't
The
keep aging.
but free of physical defect would include including aging.
Age is not a defect.
Yeah, it is.
Well, that means
not.
you'll just keep dying of old age.
Oh no, it means that he will be a child for all of eternity.
No, I'm going to say no.
Yeah, no, you're gonna be a child for all of eternity. You are now perpetually 12 years old.
No, I'm saying no. Worst case scenario, I pop up at like 18 again as like
Why? What makes you say that's the perfect human specimen? It's whatever, like, at whatever age, there's absolutely no defect, like the perfect age for human.
and I would still age. It's just the fact that like every time I
You
get
said
killed.
you didn't age.
No, I'm saying
You
no,
said no. You said you didn't age.
No, I'm
you
saying-
can't have it both ways.
No, I'm saying what I said was every time when I say immortality and resurrective immortality, every time I die, I come back as myself, just like free of all the defects, including any of the age I racked up.
Okay, so he does age.
It's just that like I
He
can
just
get,
dies of natural causes every 100
Every
years.
100
or
years.
if I start getting old, I can just die some other way.
That would suck too, because then if you just kind of know how your shitty end's gonna be.
Why
every
wouldn't you
single
just
time.
euthanize yourself every 5 years?
Well, that's going a little far, Casey. That's like 5 years.
Why would you want to get old?
Yeah, I don't want. Yeah, but like going every 5 years, that's like you're rubbing your nose at all the people who like are over 40 or something like that.
Yeah, so
It's like that's. a
I
dick
don't
move.
see the problem.
I figure like once it starts being a really big problem for being age, then you pop yourself and like be young again.
Gross, that's real fucking dark.
It's pretty dark.
That's real dark.
But yeah, I figure like it's the best case for immortality because you don't have to worry about like I'm completely immortal, but now I'm caught in this cave and I'm stuck here buried under rubble for all time. So I figured that was the
Well,
best
you have
way,
all time to dig yourself out then too.
except unless you can't move.
Then he's just stuck there for all time. And
How'd
so-
you get in
until
that
somebody-
cave where you can't move?
What?
How'd you get in the cave where you
Well, it
can't move?
happens in every immortality
like
story.
here's the thing though, like if you live for a long enough time, eventually, like just because like if you live for infinity, eventually you'll hit a time where you are actually unable to do anything and are stuck. Just because time eventually, the time will catch up. Like just the odds are gonna hit.
Well, also, he's going to have an immediate god complex and start murdering people for sport.
No, I'm not.
Okay, it might take you 300 years, but you'll start murdering people for sport.
Maybe it'll be the fashion 300 years from now.
No, Carlos, it will never be the fashion to murder people for sport. Man, you will never take pity on Jim the Shoeshine Boy.
We did not take pity on Joe the Shoeshine
That's
Boy
true.
as it was.
We accused him of murder.
In the Sherlock Holmes game, we kept like coming up with what we could do. We could like pin stuff on him, and since he's mute, he wouldn't be able to say that he didn't do it.
Carlos, you're a horrible person. You're a horrible
really
person.
terrible.
All right.
So Casey, what's your wish? Your first one.
Let's see. I can't wish for more wishes because that would be wrong. I can't wish away your wish because that would be bullshit.
Yeah, that's just gonna start a war of wishing away other people's wishes.
I mean, I could wish for the end of the universe, which would.
Yeah, that basically means that I have an entire year of like sitting in nothingness as I wait for my confirmation window to pop up.
I could wish away your confirmation window.
That would be another dick move.
No, I think like I would wish to. Oh man, like now I'm really thinking. Like shit, I've been tearing apart your guys' so hard that mine's gonna get just fucking ripped. I would wish to be Superman.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
'Cause
I'm
there's
gonna
no
take Superman.
kryptonite.
There
There's
is
no
no kryptonite.
kryptonite.
Kryptonite does not exist.
And, like he becomes a physical god who gets stronger with time.
Wow.
The more
The more I sunbathe, the stronger I get.
like 100 years from now, he doesn't even need the sun. Like he's just so infused with the sun's power that he's just a god.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that one.
That's fine.
No, that's a good
And
one.
I don't need to ride on your stupid trains,
you don't.
planes, or automobiles.
You really don't know. You get to go wherever the fuck you want. Does the vigilante part also come into play here?
I don't have to be a vigilante.
But I mean, it's Superman, and you asked to be Superman,
Yeah.
so that kind of goes into play.
That's true. Do I get his conscience?
oh
I think you do.
no, that doesn't go along with it.
What? Why not?
You're supposed to be tearing him apart over
Because
here.
Zod.
But Carlos, I said, turn me into Superman.
Oh no, Casey. That was a bad decision.
That was a poor word.
You're no
choice.
longer Casey Vlostein.
I am
You're
now
now
Clark
Clark Kent. I mean, yeah, it's good for the world, bad for you.
Bad for
There's
me.
no such thing as Metropolis.
Well,
What?
I am now Superman. That sucks. I've effectively killed myself.
Yeah, you effectively killed yourself.
Oops.
Wish number 2. I would
Maybe.
Now I have to make wishes as Superman.
No. Casey, there's a way back from this because Superman, maybe he he feels bad about the fact, oh, this person sacrificed their life accidentally to become me. I'm going to use my wish to
That
bring him
just
back.
undo.
Yeah, you would probably take it back. So that might probably be your second wish.
Well, I kind of dug myself in a hole, I guess, with
You have
taking all the travel.
You're the travel
You
god.
have all the tickets.
So I think my next wish should probably be something like, hey, I should have a company here now. Can you just make this happen so I don't have to deal with any of the tickets? Like
Matt immediately outsources with his second wish.
You don't even need a wish. You have all the power in your hands. You
Matt
can just
just-
you just point at somebody,
know.
build this business for me.
I was
You
just-
get a cut.
I was trying to be funny on that one. It would actually be, I think, being able to pick up any like skill set easily. Like it's something that I want to do, like play guitar. I could just like pick up a guitar and learn it easily. I don't want to say master it because I don't want to be an asshole and master everything. So just be able to pick up a skill set easily.
Just learn faster.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good
It's
one.
like
I
a
can't
language you
poke any
start
holes in
learning
that
and
one.
Yeah.
You didn't accidentally murder yourself, so you're good to go.
All right, my next wish. I would like the ability to have 3 save slots that I can save over and load as I wish.
What?
So like save slots.
So like
in your
I would
life.
have 3. So like if like I'm going to do something like, this might end badly. Save slot, save there. And if it goes badly,
Did you
load.
say you can or cannot rewrite over?
I can.
Oh wow.
So like it's the multiple slots. You can in case like you really fucked up earlier on and
It's
you
true,
didn't know
because
that.
then you gotta start all over again.
And you always have to have like the one default save that
You
goes
might
like
have had a life that's like way the fuck up there and accidentally killed yourself and then had to start all over again. And
well, like yeah, like that's a way of getting around the whole like I did not mean to die this and like
but
But
resurrect-
hang on. Does that back time up too?
Oh yeah, it backs all the time up to that position.
wow.
Interesting.
Hopefully you remember that you have.
And I
those
can
save
help.
slots.
I can help other people's mistakes. Like, well, I don't know if
Yeah,
no,
I don't
this
think
is-
you
this-
can
this-
undo a wish.
No, I can't go back in time over and fix Casey's because I made my second wish after he turned into Superman, so I can't help him there.
All right. Well, Superman's first wish, my second wish, is for peace for all mankind.
That's gonna be boring.
It's Superman,
It's
man.
Superman.
Like,
Yeah,
I can't do anything about it.
he did, but Superman he has to put more thought into it. You would think, because like that's gonna go badly.
What? All peace?
Peace for all mankind basically means like the only way to do that is like you could kill all mankind off and they're resting in peace.
Fine. Superman wishes for peace in the Middle East.
Yeah.
Well, no. What would Superman? All right, so I'm Superman. I'm a Boy Scout. I just want to help people.
Wouldn't you want his home planet back?
No, that always goes poorly, and he was raised in the Midwest, basically.
and he's tried that.
He might
But
wish for Lois Lane to be with him, because like she's not there.
'Cause he wants-
That's true. Lois Lane is not on the.
Otherwise, you could be asking for his father back too.
Superman wishes for Metropolis.
There we go.
Yeah, because it doesn't exist. So
We don't even know where that's going to
Except
pop
that
down. They can pop down
that brings
anywhere.
Lex Luthor into play then too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but as Superman, I have to take the good with the bad.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I know. Superman would not just want Metropolis; he would also want all of his DC friends from the Justice League.
I don't know. Like I don't know how much
Your
do you
wish
think
ends up being, hey, I'm making
would,
DC happen.
would Superman want to alter an entire dimension to
Oh,
his
no.
whims?
Well, it wouldn't be the first time. All right, so I mean, as Superman, he would want Lois Lane.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, he would. Well, and which Superman are we talking? The Superman with the sun?
What?
And then in the Rebirth, he has a son.
Oh yeah. So yeah, he might wish for his,
Superman
his
wishes,
family. Yeah.
Superman wishes for his family, which is, and he would phrase it that way, and then it would go really poorly because that would also bring his Kryptonian family.
Yeah, that's just gonna make things awkward.
Yep. Yeah. So Superman's entire bloodline is now on Earth.
Yeah.
Wow.
But he also has his wife, his kid, and his parents. Then.
His parents and his grandparents and his grandparents' grandparents and his cousins and his
Yeah. It's gonna.
basically half a Krypton.
Yeah. There's gonna have to be some house cleaning.
There's a shit ton of Kryptonians now on Earth.
Yeah. All right. This is gonna go poorly. Matt.
I don't need to ask for a bunch of money because I'm already making all this money by selling these tickets.
Yeah, but now that there's Kryptonians all around,
Nobody wants to travel. And they don't
your
have to buy
profits are
tickets.
tanking.
They don't have to buy tickets because they can just fly.
And yeah, I suppose they're sleeping with all the normal people, so then they're having
Yeah.
babies that can fly and shit too. So my business is going out the window here, isn't it?
yeah, and Carlos's godhood is looking less and less attractive.
I got this fixed.
I still got the best one right here, that skill set one, you know? Fuck. What else would I want? I don't fucking know. What's a third wish? Boop-a-doop-a-doop.
So with your like you're learning to do anything, if you try to learn something that's physically impossible, are you able to learn it?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I think it has to be in the physical realm.
All right.
Yeah. That'd be cool, though.
So you couldn't learn to fly?
Shit. No, I can't. That is not part of me, so I would,
Yeah, it just has to be a skill set.
Yeah.
yeah.
But there's ways around that by like going like, what's this weird skill set that would be very useful for fighting Kryptonians? Super science. I'm become a super scientist and invent kryptonite. So like Matt would be the savior.
I kind of want to wish for my friend Casey Velostein back so we can see how this plays out.
No,
on
this is
your
not
half there.
good. This is not good.
I don't think he wants that anymore.
But I think
No.
just see how that
Because
plays
then
out.
Superman's not around and all you have is a bunch of Kryptonians.
Shit. Nah, I don't fucking know. What's a good third one? The obvious ones are money, travel, and fucking skill sets.
But you already have money and travel and skill sets.
I know. So what else do I need to own an island somewhere? I guess.
You have money and travel.
I know.
And skill sets.
To have a popular podcast. To own all the board games. To own every movie that I could possibly have. I don't know. To be a director.
Those fall under
Like
money
those
and
are
skill
like
sets.
No, right?
Yeah, like you could just become a great director just because your skill set lets you
I
learn
know,
really
right?
quickly.
No, he become an average director because of his skill set. Because he put a
Yep.
cap on it.
I
no,
did
no.
put a cap on
oh,
it.
like so.
I'm
But,
not a master.
but does it
director.
make it easier to become a master though?
It probably would.
Yeah.
No, but I feel like with the cap on it, he can never become a master of anything.
But I can come very good.
Unless he puts like a shit ton of effort, like the regular amount of effort that people would need for mastering.
Wow, thanks for.
No, I'm pretty sure like there would be a magical cap on it, and he would always be mediocre for all time.
I didn't say mediocre.
Yeah, it's like pretty good. He's just not the best.
Yeah, I just
Okay.
don't want to master it.
Which I get. Like you don't want to be like the asshole who like you can do that. We'll watch it. I did this in 5
I
minutes.
feel like if
but
you become a master of it, then you
no.
can't appreciate other people's things.
Yeah.
But if you also know how to do everything, you can't really appreciate every. Well,
Yeah.
you can still appreciate it, I guess.
Yeah, because you aren't master, I guess.
I don't know. It's hard, Matt. Well, you know, like I have wished myself into a corner.
I know.
You
hard.
wish the world into because there's also like a shit ton of prehistoric Kryptonians, which are just like those what's that like thing they fought in Batman vs Superman, that giant monster?
It wasn't.
Oh.
Is it No,
No, it was I can't remember what they called that monster.
I don't remember either.
But basically that's what the prehistoric Kryptonians were like. So you also made a bunch of those, which are
Hey,
tearing shit up.
This is bad. This is just bad.
No, yeah, you're destroying the world.
And I feel bad about it because I'm Superman.
Yeah.
Then my world my actual like area that I live
And the
in,
leprechaun is snickering.
Yeah.
the area that I live in, has nothing to do with all these Kryptonians. They don't come here. It's like an invisible Kryptonian like barrier. They don't come there.
And how big of an area?
Wherever I live.
So wherever Matt is, there's a Kryptonian free bubble.
No, it's wherever I live, not wherever I am.
Oh, okay. Wherever Matt lives.
Yep.
So if you leave your bubble,
I could die easily or
okay,
something like that.
and then you
yeah.
don't live anywhere, and now there's no Kryptonian bubble.
I don't know. Then I can stay. My house and my being can stay away from those monsters that he was just talking about.
So my wish.
How are you gonna fix my problem?
Well, I'm gonna fix it by not fixing it. My third wish is gonna be the ability to travel to other dimensions.
Yeah, that's pretty.
And I'm gonna bail to another Earth. Like I'm gonna save. I'm gonna use a save slot and bail to another dimension, and I'm gonna chill out on the other dimension for a while.
God, why didn't I think of other dimensions?
And I'll come back.
Because
And
you're not Carlos.
no, I'm gonna come back in like a couple days to see how if things have chilled out. And if they have not chilled out, I'm just gonna grab anybody who wants to come with me to another dimension.
Oh, so just bailing with people. It's like Kryptonians are ruining everything. All right, so
Controlling time and stuff. Would be
all
cool.
right,
Well,
so-
yeah, I have time and dimensions in space,
all right,
and
so,
I'm a time lord.
all right.
Immortal Time Lord.
And by the way, I've already skipped to another dimension.
Yep. All right. So let's see. I turned myself into Superman. I invaded the Earth with Kryptonians. Superman now feels real bad
Yeah.
about all of this. How does Superman fix it?
By flying around the Earth really fast and bringing
Backwards?
back time.
Superman tries that. It does not work. Because that's not how anything works.
That would actually do the opposite. You would go forward in time faster.
Let's see. What would... Oh, man. All right. Superman, I have all these things. Like, I can't wish them away because then they all die, and that's bad. I don't want to kill Kryptonians, but I also don't want to kill humans.
You just move away with Lois Lane.
See, this is why I went to another dimension, to avoid whatever the fallout of this wish is going to be.
I wish for all Kryptonians, besides myself and my son,
and your descendants. That way,
all Kryptonians existing on Earth at this moment,
all right.
except for myself and my son, go to a rebirthed Krypton.
All right. There you go. That's a Superman wish. There's a Superman wish.
I don't think anything bad is going to happen from there. Oh shit! No, they still have knowledge of Earth.
No, but they don't know where it is or anything like that.
They shot my baby pod towards it.
Yeah, Casey, you're right. At one point in time, they like
And
one
those
person.
Kryptonians are still alive on Krypton now.
Yeah, but they don't have superpowers anymore, and they don't have
and
a
that
reason
Krypton's in a different area.
because it's got to have a red sun.
That's true. All right.
And then I come back and see Fallout's not bad. I can chill out on this Earth for a while.
So what would Casey's 3 wishes actually be minus this leprechaun bullshit?
Casey doesn't know. Casey's fucked.
Yeah. Well, I don't have a power to save Casey. I can only save myself.
Yeah, no, like,
By running away.
And that's kind of the exercise here. Is wishes are bad.
I don't know.
Taken literally.
I have immortality. I can save and I can go forward and backwards in time using my save slots. And I can, if I get
Yeah,
bored,
but
I have dimensional travel.
Your life is going to be incredibly lonely.
But I can follow the Doctor Who model of like just
Of picking people up and murdering them.
no.
Well, he didn't
Pick him
say
up-
that
well,
he could travel with people either, like to different dimensions.
Yeah, no,
and
he
stuff.
can only travel to different dimensions on his own.
Oh, really? All right.
I mean, you never specified that you can
That's
bring
fine.
other people
no,
with you.
Oh, that's fine though. That's still not the worst. thing.
Luckily, your save slots though, if you find somebody, they'll be saved in that slot. So.
Like I just like hang around like in.
He's gonna be stuck in a Groundhog's Day with his save slots.
if I feel like it, but like,
if I feel like it.
but I also have like the immortality to give me a back. If I
He's
have
gonna go
all these
insane
backups,
so quickly.
oh, I will probably go insane pretty quick.
Yeah, you're gonna stop valuing human life
And
completely.
he'll be the Lex Luthor of Metropolis.
No, it's more like he's going to be, well, God.
Yeah.
But I can't travel anywhere.
But you're a god too, so.
Yeah.
no,
but,
yeah, you don't fight Superman. I know that.
yeah,
Even if
I'm
at my craziest,
Superman.
I would know you don't go up against Superman.
I'm Superman, but so like I'm a slave to the people and trying to make them happy until I decide that humanity can't take care of themselves anymore. Then Batman rises up and murders me.
And then we have to bring you back to life to kill Steppenwolf so he doesn't take over the world.
Maybe. I mean, we're not going by the. I guess if we're going by the Justice League movie, which nobody's seen but you, and you gave
saw
a
it?
glowing reveal of okay, Carlos didn't see
No.
it.
Oh, the way he was talking about something.
No,
he saw
we
it.
talked about it
Okay.
extensively, but we never actually saw it because
I know a
we
lot
didn't- we
about
don't
it.
hate
I can't
ourselves that
review
much.
it because I didn't see it, but like I know a lot about what happens in it.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean that. Like, I'm kind of depressed at how
That turned out.
Yeah,
Because you
Well,
wished yourself
As
into
soon as I
Superman.
said, so does that mean you're a vigilante too? That changed everything.
that
for you.
did. I was like, oh no, I worded that poorly.
I don't think Matt can pick up any skill sets that can save Casey.
No,
Nope.
but he
Leprechaun
also,
hunting,
like,
is that a skill set? Can you hunt for another leprechaun?
with all of his travel tickets he can.
Chupacabra.
You could-
Chupacabra.
You could bring Casey back and get more wishes.
Yeah, but like he'll bring me back at like the worst moment. Like I'll be fighting some sort of super villain, and then
The whole world just fucking ends.
and then Matt will be like, "I wish Casey was back," and I would stop being Superman immediately.
Well, I don't know if like that would actually get rid of Superman because you just wished that you were Superman. So like all of a sudden, Casey's gone and then he's been replaced by. So there's no Casey at this point, and there's
no,
Superman.
but Casey became Superman.
Like as long as he doesn't wish to become, as long as you don't wish for Superman to become Casey, I think you're safe. Unless the leprechaun decides to be a really dickish about it.
Well, you know, it is a leprechaun,
It's a
and
leprechaun.
what we've learned today is leprechauns are dicks.
It's true.
Just kind of the worst.
All right.
It's definitely not my fault for having bad wishes.
You could wish for Casey's mind to replace Superman's mind.
Now, see, that would be better.
Why am I Superman and why is there all these Kryptonians?
Who is his wife? Who is this kid?
Why am I living? Yeah.
All right,
As the days go by,
Guys, thanks for tuning in for this delightful episode of the Department of Defense. If you'd like to tell us what your wishes would be, or if you have any questions, comments, or feedback on the show, go ahead and shoot us an email at feedback@blindnewsstudios.com. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/blindnewsstudios. You can follow us on Twitter at blind_ninja, or you can find us on Twitch at twitch.tv/blindnewsstudios. And I'll see you guys next week.